All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Let's go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running back. In the passing game, they covered that play successfully.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Darren Sproles. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Slam, slam, slam. Here. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Defense wins championships, baby.
Big grip, big grip.
Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. On 2nd down now. It's Howard. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
on 2nd and 9. Jones being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Sproles. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Not 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Straight 15, straight 15. Don't get nervous.
Wentz now to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Go. Spine.
Now.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches.
Set 50, plant.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Here you go.
Kill.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180.
53. Quit talking about it and bring it.
What's that?
They'll run it with Sproles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And an Eagles 1st down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
You ain't going nowhere.
Go, go.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch run.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tight end Ringo.
Throwing his Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Go now. 60 or.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, Foxtrot.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. Screening!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And Lobo.
He was brought down by Nigel Braddock.
61, Max Box,
A
right.
gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And Tate's got it. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run, and there he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Wentz. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
25, check 25, check 25.
Protein spill. Hey, Alpha. Five.
2nd and 9 now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down and goal. Wentz dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll run with Clement. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 8 read.
Right. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
Right up.
On second down, Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
53 is the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's about...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Kill. Be good.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Wentz. Oh, what a move. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Wentz to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Don't go. 45. I got one. Check my 45. Check my 45.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now a toss coming right side. It's Sanders, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Blue there. Hey, Zoo. Hey.
53 is the mark. It's our field.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Touch. 120.
Check. 53 is mine.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be